question that will be, from your role, what do you guys would like to do to make things in the way you think will be better for 2023? So let's start with Henry.
All right, I've done my role for a very long time, and the reason why I'm still doing it and the reason why I still love it is because it's really it's centered around people, and people is everything. It's about the connection. It's about achieving something more than what you could have done by yourself. So the way that I'm going to do my best to make sure that we can empower as many people as possible and influence them positively is by connecting people with other people. So it's not just me having a connection with certain groups or certain individuals or certain corners of a studio. It's how can I get these individuals and groups to connect within each other. So that's one thing I'm going to try to focus on, is connecting people and groups together. Sometimes people just need permission or an excuse to talk to somebody else, because maybe in Singapore, there's even a term for it. It's called paise, right? Like, people in Singapore are just too shy to make the first move. So how about I be like a dating app and I'll help you make that first move? So like, how about I kind of be that middle person just to connect these people together? So that's one thing I want to try to focus on, because we know that people go to the gym to work out, and there's so many gyms everywhere, but then people stay because of people. So that centering around that as a group fitness instructor. And the second thing is I want to try my best to find ways to empower other people in my role to do the same thing. And it might be, trying to raise the attendance of classes, and because we've dropped a lot. So one thing I can do, for example, might be maintaining the cycling or the spinning bikes in the studios, double checking that these bikes are getting repaired so that at least the instructors have the tools and resources to build their numbers higher. So just finding ways how we can change the way we've done things in the past to raise our numbers in classes. And I need to do that by influencing other instructors as well. So that's really it. It's kind of like what I said, like no excuses. The lids are off. It's limitless. So I need to make sure that I really don't disappoint myself by getting to the end of the year and regretting and thinking that I could have, should have done a bit more. The most painful thing is someone telling you like, oh, I see a lot of potential in you, saying, and you didn't deliver. It's kind of sad, right? So I don't like to see myself in that position. So our role, whether as a trainer or a yoga teacher, psychologist, a fitness trainer, our role is to make sure that other people can do more than what they could have done. So we need to make sure that we do that as much as possible. So I want to do that. Yeah.
Awesome, brother. Yeah, you've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, I do feel like I've been doing it for a while. That's why I'm thinking like 10 times bigger, 100 times bigger. Not just me, but if I go away or go traveling or I'm not teaching, then at least the members or participants are familiar with each other and they can hold each other accountable. They can still do gatherings without me. They can still attend classes knowing that it's a different instructor, but their friends are doing it together, So it's trying to find a way that they can create their own communities. Yeah.
Yes, amazing, bro. And I've seen that you're great at what you do. People get together and they have become friends for life. Some of them I've seen for these past years. And yeah, the common point is your classes and yeah, your friendship. Amazing, bro. Love it. So let's move to Jeannie.
Okay, on that note, right, I'm going to go for Henry's classes more than he's going to help me connect to many people. All right, thank you. Similar note, I actually want to kind of say something similar with Henry, is that I also think I see myself as helping people to connect, but might be on a slightly different note, is that I mean, it's actually the same as what I have been wanting for people for the last 2 years, is basically to enhance connection between body and mind. So it's it's a kind of a very yoga thing, you can say that. However, it's also very psychology. So if I'm not going to do a pitch here or anything about mindfulness, but I'm very big on mindfulness. So mindfulness can be anything about breath work to really basically just helping people to enhance focus and attention to a particular moment. Now, how can that help, right? When I talk about just now the trends that I see that people might have challenges in terms of work-life balance, burnout and things like that, is that if this can be enhanced in terms of connecting between body and mind, if people are more mindful, about their own actions, about what are some of the things they do that might have an impact on them, then we can be, if we're more aware of that, or even if we are aware of that, then we can do something about it. So I have this thing that you don't know what you don't know. So the first step is to know them. And how do we know them? We need to cultivate awareness. Easier said than done. How can we start? So I'm just thinking maybe something simple. If you come for yoga class, focus on the breath work, focus on really being right here, right now in the present moment, focus on the instructions. Same thing, actually, we can also do so in a fitness class. So if you go to spinning, are you really in spinning class? Are you really doing spinning, or are you thinking about something else? So the first step is, can I connect my body and my mind? So the simplest way is, if I'm in a yoga class, my mind should be with me in the yoga class. If I'm in a fitness class, I should be listening to what Ivan, what Henry, and what Tori is saying, not what my boss is saying. So it's simple as that, but it's not as easy. So yes, the first thing I would like to do, sorry, as a yoga instructor, is basically to help people to connect better. And that can be, I might become a little bit more long-winded in class. So basically, I might really guide people in terms of breath and all. If you have come for my yoga classes before, I like a really kind of like hardcore, yoga hot vinyasa workout, right? But in addition to that, so this is also a goal that I set for myself. In addition to helping people achieve their fitness goal, I'd like them to connect with themselves a little bit more with my dialogue. So that's the first step that I can do. So with that, it's more to also enable and empower people to do that outside of fitness class or outside of the yoga classes. So I might say things that they can actually take away from and continue to work on outside of class. For example, let's say it's more about, okay, coming to class, if you're struggling in a hot yoga class, you might have already heard that already, Ivan, because you come to my classes. So sometimes I would say, oh, you feel like, you're very angry at the teacher right now. You're probably very angry at the heat right now. But would it be something that you've done yesterday? So what they can take out of class was, oh, did I sleep enough? That's why I was grumpy on the mat. Oh, did I nourish myself enough? Oh, I had that big big beef burger yesterday. That's why I'm struggling in class. Did I drink enough water yesterday? So something for them to take away and to work on. I want to be that person who can empower, enable them to work on something small that, again, cultivate awareness in their daily lifestyle. So I hope, so just those two, not too much, hopefully, for them to start to work on, and for myself to work on as well.
That's amazing. I love the point of mindfulness. I love the point of using the best device we have is ourselves. It's amazing. Yeah, and if coming from a psychologist who understands much better how mind works, is also being aware of what kind of situations happened before and what kind of trends and patterns we're seeing that at the end are making us to behave in some way, and we are not even aware of it because we have lose some connection between what we feel and what we think and how we behave, and that's amazing. I'm totally agree with that. What do you think, Ture?
Well, for me, 2023, what I want to do for my clients, I would say inspire them. I know my role as a personal trainer, as soon as someone decides to just go with me, right? Say, Tori, I've seen the list of PTs here in Santec or Asia Square or Niang. Would like to go with you. I know my job as a trainer. We sit down, we talk about their goals, some where they're starting from, where they want to go along. That's, I would say at some point, that's the easy part. The tough part now is to make them commit to what we spoke about the first day we met, right? You say you want to attend this, you want to reduce your body fat, you want to attend this muscle mass, you want to do this and that. Now, my job, what I would like to achieve and be good at, be exceptionally good at, is to just find a way to just bewitch them, right? You say you want to do this, there, abracadabra. You're gonna be committed to this now. You're gonna show up, even if it is 5 times a week, 4 times a week, whatever the amount of time would be. Show up, commit to it, and because of this, I really believe in this so much that I don't allow myself to take a holiday. It's like I'm that old school guy. When I'm working, I'm working. For me to go on a holiday, first of all, when I first started working here for about 9 to 10 months, I never took a day off. It was so bad for me at some point. Jeremy, back then he was the team lead. Now he's the gym manager, and Bervin, the big boss. They had to make me sit down and really threaten me. Say, Tori, take a day off. Go home, chill with your daughter, do what you're gonna do, but get out. But it's not that I don't want to get out. It's not that I don't want to take a day off. It's not that I don't want to sleep in some days, right? But because I firmly believe in inspiring people, that I would like to be the image of that. None of my kind, all of my kind, they know this by now. You've been with me for like a month or two, no matter what day that be, even if it's raining or thundering, what Torre is in the gym is gonna show up. So if you have a personal trainer like that, would you want to skip a gym day? Unless you have like a real reason, maybe office meeting or something very important with the family? No. So this is the reason why I would like to be even better at this. Okay. But then again, when you talk about people, we all have our commitment. And like I said earlier, so life is there. We all have things to deal with. We have a priority. So one thing that I would like also to convey in a better way is that for people to realize that fitness is not all about, getting muscle mass or feeling better, but it's more like preventing things from happening to us. Like one thing that Henry said earlier, it's that I call it the limitless, being limitless. We are indeed limitless. The only thing limiting us from doing things that we would like to achieve in life is just ourselves. You don't want to sit there and realize, oh, something is happening to me, I'm sick, I could have done something about it. I met guys like Harry, like Ivan, like Jenny, like giving me advice psychologically, physically, mentally, and pushing me to meet other people, to mingle. And yet I didn't take this opportunity until something happened to me. I'm like, oh, now help. You don't want to be that guy or that girl. Nowadays, again, like you said, Ivan, you said social media is taking over everything. I wouldn't say, I mean, just like everything else in life, there's no such thing as bad or good thing. It depends on the user. It depends on the person going through the experience. Something bad is happening to you. It might not be bad. It could be a good teacher. Listen to it, adapt into it, So you being part of this, I would say this atmosphere where you meet people from all over the place. Like I'm from Africa. Ivan, you from Latin American countries, right? And you have Henry from New Zealand, and you have Jenny. Jenny's a local girl, right?
Yes, I am.
There's no way you can meet this amount of amazing people and not be willing to be part of their journey. So at some level, right? So you seeing this and saying, oh, I'm gonna wait for someone to come and call me and do this until something happened to you, or I don't know, man. It's kind of like you just don't want to enjoy life. You just don't want to enjoy life. And life is meant to be celebrated. It's, we are so blessed with everything nowadays. Social media is there. I mean, for me, if you're going to use social media nowadays, it is to be connected with people. It is to learn to improve yourself or even share love. Why not? But instead of seeing it as something that is more like a burden, see it as something that can benefit you and becoming better for yourself. So for me, towards my clientele, what I tell them most of the time is that if I'm going to give you an exercise you don't know how to do, use social media. Because I'm pretty sure you can see people that are way better than me. I'm not trying to take away the market from me. No, by any means. I'm just trying to make sure that you use social media for a better purpose than just to sit there and gossip about people or talk trash about people or just like nowadays, most of the guys will just go look at girls or whatever. I mean, fine, it's your choice, but you can do something better out of it. You can get something better out of it. And one beautiful thing also Henri said is like him being a sort of a cupid, connecting people. Why not? That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Nowadays, I mean, if again, one more thing that COVID taught us all is like life is very short. Life is very short. If you have the opportunity to meet people elsewhere, why not? Take a chance. That could be maybe that was meant for you, right? So even during my sessions that we talk, I talk about people, I talk with people that are married, I talk with single, I talk with young, with old. My oldest client, he's 66 years old. We train, and talking to him teach me so many things. Teach me patience, teach me to really embrace my youth right now. I'm 36, I feel old when I get off of the bed. But every time that I meet Victor, I feel like I'm young again. Not only physically, but also mentally. So I want to be that guy who takes information from everyone else and just give it to every people that I meet again in my life. And also in my job place, because I really love this job, if you guys can tell. I love what I do. And it's a beautiful job. And to some extent, some members come here and they see me and I can tell they're struggling financially, but I don't care about that aspect of their life. What I care about is just sharing the knowledge that I have right now. Because I'm not into this. I mean, fine, I have bills to pay. We all have to survive somewhere, right? But because I love this job so much, since day one I've been here, I've been walking around the floor and doing nothing but just showing pure care. I see you struggling with a deadlift. I'm gonna come and say hi to you. Hey, how are you doing? I see you doing this. Do you mind if I show you something that will help your form? Yes, no. If yes, I'll take my time and show it to you. Maybe now I might be busy with the amount of client that I have. I'm blessed with that, but I will still take time to teach you because I am really invested in what I do, and I love it. I love fitness. Fitness is one of the most amazing things that you can do to turn your life around, to make your life better, to heal, to heal mentally, to heal physically. I mean, why not? So that's my message every single time that I meet each one of my clients. They come to me, oh, boss was yelling at me. Oh, this is happening. Oh, I'm so overwhelmed. I'm like, calm down. You're here now. Let's work out. And at the end, and while we go through our sets, whenever they're sitting, I'll always take a chance to share something with them. And I'll also take a chance also to listen to what they have to share with me as well. Because don't think because you're the teacher that you don't have to learn something from your student. So that's how I see it. And I would like to be better at those things, getting information and also sharing information. So that's one of my goals again for 2023. Sorry if I
No worries, man.
said too much. That's how passionate I am.
That's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for sharing. We're here to share our hearts out.
Yeah.
Yeah, on my point, it will be actually, I'm so sorry, and especially because our clients, our members will hear this and will watch this, and I'm happy to disappoint so many people because yeah, this is one of my, because I've seen in my classes there's a lot of resistance in terms of, like, once again, I told you earlier, guys, people comes for the workout, people comes, not everybody, but some people comes just to create balance on numbers and just to maybe have fun, have that rush of adrenaline, just to compensate with other things in their lives. And fitness is something that is healthy, but it used in that way that might actually pushing you away from facing your real issues, right? So it's a tool. It's only a tool. It's not bad itself. It's the way you use that tool. So yeah, my plan for 2023 is to disappoint many people that come to my class with that goal, and telling them that yes, this is not social media. We're not here to do backflips, and we're not here to do crazy stuff. We are here to do the boring, repetitive stuff that we do every day, like brushing your teeth. You don't brush your teeth one day this way, and then the other day this way, and the other way high intensity brushing teeth, and the other way is low intensity brushing teeth. You do the brushing teeth the way it has to be done, and you repeat that daily because it's for your health. It's not to burn some calories. It's not to get ready for your wedding. It's not that what the reason you're moving. You're moving because your body is made to move, and that will promote your health. Your body is designed to do that. And that's one of the ways you're gonna be healthier, you're gonna have a longer and healthier life, not just a long and miserable life, but a long and functional life. So my goal is, yes, try to pass that message. And of course, I have to be empathic. I really understand that every person is an universe and is a total different view of the world. So I know what I know. I want to pass this message, but I want to be curious about where is people coming from. If I have the chance to have a conversation with somebody that comes with that vision of how many calories I burned today, Ivan, I just want to know why you're asking me that, why you're curious about the calories, and not just for me to be the psychologist, because I'm not, that's totally out of my scope, but that for me to help that person maybe to ask this question. Maybe this person has never asked that question. Why I'm tracking calories? Or why am I tracking, I don't know, other stuff? What's the reason behind? Am I an athlete? Or do I need to strictly count my calories? Why? So this is one of my goals, to be more curious, have these crucial conversations. It will be sometimes a lot of confrontation, but there's always something good coming from confrontation, right? And also acknowledge tools. I'm not saying that technology is trash. I'm just saying that acknowledging those tools are there to be used, but don't rely on them. So use them, create some patterns, create some good habits, and just do it on your own. Continue on your own. Just use these tracks as a way to build up habits, but don't rely on them. And yeah, I will continue walking the path, walking the talk, sorry. I will continue doing it myself. I will continue doing what I find is the best for my health, for my vitality. And yeah, I will move as far as possible from performance, because we are not athletes. We don't need to train to be an athlete. We are people. We are general population. We are people with dreams, with family, with goals of spending time with our families, friends, but not just scrolling on the floor when we are not in the gym, or not being able to have energy to spend time with our kids or family or friends, or even just going to work so sore because I trained so hard. That I don't see is a way to use fitness. So that's what I feel will be my role for this year. I've been studying a few months ago, and yeah, I love to disappoint people. I will continue. So guys, anything else you want to add before we close this talk? No? Okay, great. So I would like to say thanks to Jeannie, to Ray, Henry for sharing this discussion with me. I'm very honored to have you guys. You cannot imagine the pleasure to finally make this possible and materialize this dream I had about talking with you about this topic. And it's a big pleasure. And of course, if you're watching this, remember, you can always find these guys in Pure Yoga, Pure Fitness. Come to us. We're happy to help you. We're happy to contribute to your fitness and health. We're happy to have difficult conversations and share with you, okay? So anything else, guys? No? Good. So goodbye, guys. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Have a good one.
guys.
Thanks, guys. See you
Thank
later.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Bye-bye.
guys for having over. Thank
Good
you.
luck, everybody.
Thank you, Ivan, for organizing. Thank you so much.
Mhm.